Hello, I'm Coach Rhandi.
And I'm Coach Quan.
And this is our fitness series for runners.
In the first half of this workout, we're going to be stretching, and during the stretch, we're going to make sure we hit that full body stretch from the upper, lower, mid spine.
We're gonna grab our foam roller and we're gonna work out all those knots in our muscles.
We're going to start feet just outside your shoulder width. We're going to squat down nice and deep here. Put our elbows inside our knees. We're going to twist and open up to the right. We've got 30 seconds here. Make sure you pause at the top, bring it back down to center. And we're gonna open up to the other side, just like that. Make sure you give me a nice pause and bring it back. Give me 2 more on each side. Open up, really stretching out that lower back, working on your stability with that squat hold, and return to center. And we're gonna open right back up again.
One of my favorite stretches right here.
Bring it back down, 1 more. Open it back up. Perfect. All right, remember with these stretches, we're gonna go through it once. You can go through it 2 to 3 times to get the maximum effect. Now we're gonna take it back up to the top, put our hands behind our head, really working on your breathing here. We're gonna stack our hips, crunch at the midsection, bring our chest down without bending our back, and then we're gonna open up and bring our chest to the sky. Working on that middle part of our back, thoracic spine, working on that mobility. You need all of this to be an effective runner. We got about 10 seconds to go. Just like that. Coming up on 5 seconds. Control that movement and bring it back to center. Okay, now we're gonna take it up to a little bit more complex of a movement. I want you to put your feet shoulder width apart. We're gonna first start off by moving our hips. Shoot those hips back, bring them down as you squat down. And as your butt dips down, hands on your head, push that chest to the sky and come back up to the top. All right, we're gonna hinge at the hips, come down. As soon as you hit that base, push that chest up to the sky, use it to guide. You're gonna feel this in your lower back and middle back. Coming back down to the ground again, chest to the sky and back up. Give me 1 more rep.
Love
Back
it,
down.
Quan. What a great stretch.
Chest to the sky and back up. Now we're gonna take it all the way down to the ground. We've got a kneeling reach here. Push those hips back first, walk those hands out, and once you get fully extended, press those hands into the ground as hard as you can as you push your butt back. Place your head in between your arms, really sit your weight back, reach, and walk those hands back up. Reset, pushing that pelvis forward, push it back again, walk those hands out. Push that chest into the ground, that butt back. Really feel that upper back stretch there. Walk those hands back up. Give me 2 more here. Walk it back down. Hips back. And walk it back up. Last one. Walk it down. Push those hips back and walk it back up. Great work, folks. Now we're gonna go on our side here. Give me a nice side plank. We're gonna reach that arm up to the sky. We're gonna reach underneath us as we twist our midsection. Really working on that mobility up in the middle of our trunk here. Reaching underneath, make sure that arm goes fully through. You got 30 seconds on each side, coming up on 15 seconds to go. Just breathe through it. If it's a little difficult to hold up the whole time, feel free as you extend that arm to rest that hip back down. 1 more rep here, and let's switch sides. You gotta hit both, right, Rhandi?
Of course.
Perfect. Let's get back up in that position. Reach that arm up and guide it right underneath us. Make sure you're rotating at the trunk though. All right, folks, we got last rep here. Rotate at that trunk, bring it back up to the top and relax. All right.
Oh yeah. 1 more done.
Almost there.
Let's do it.
Now we're gonna go to a bear crawl. So we're gonna get to the end of our mat here. We're gonna walk those hands down, very similar to an inchworm, but we're gonna keep our knees bent. We're gonna walk 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. These are bear crawls. Keeping that core tight, 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Call this traveling the mat. Keep that core tight and those hips tucked, walking forward and backwards. 30 seconds here. We've got just about 10 to go. Walk back, really watch your breathing here. Take your time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect.
Love it.
How are you feeling? Feeling loose?
So good, feeling loose. Got more movement.
It's perfect.
It's a good place to be.
We're gonna end the stretch segment off with a lunge. So we're gonna lunge forward, but the only difference is we're gonna reach up and back. Try to get that chest to the sky and your hands through, or your head through the window. And reset. Again, other side. Reach, chest to the sky. Really feel this in your midsection. You're gonna feel it in your core and your lower back. Step forward, reach. Perfect. As Rhandi continues, I'm gonna show you a variation if you're a little bit more advanced. I want you to step down, get that knee to the ground, grab your ankle, get your chest to the sky. Still focus on getting that chest as far up as you can. You're gonna feel the stretch in your quad and in your spine. Reach all the way up. And that concludes our stretching portion. Remember, 2 to 3 rounds if you can. Let's move on to foam rolling.
Now you can do a lot of good work with this small device. It can be a little bit intimidating. So Quan and I, we got you. We're gonna take you through some great exercises to loosen up your body and help work out some of those knots that you develop when you run. We're gonna start with our upper back. Now what you wanna do with your foam roller is place it onto the ground, and then we're gonna come to a seated position. Takes a moment to find your spot of comfort. So you're gonna wiggle around a little bit. I want you to place your hands above your head, and I want you to find that spot on your upper back, upper to mid back, and you're gonna roll back and forth. Now you wanna keep it off of your bones. So I want you to find a spot. Like for me, I feel a little bit of tension right here. So the best thing I can do is relax into it, and I'm gonna hold this for 3 to 10 seconds. You wanna hold that foam rolling motion until you feel a little release. Okay, so I feel that release, so I'm gonna move on to a new spot, down a little bit lower, kind of rock back and forth. If you wanna do a full movement, you can come up and down that foam roller. And now we're gonna relax. Now that we've worked on your upper back, we're gonna do the same thing working on your lower back. Now with the foam roller, it's a little bit of a different experience with each athlete because you are gonna be tight and feel knots in a different spot. So I want you to start with that foam roller up a little higher, and then we're gonna slowly roll into your lower back. And I want you to gently rock back and forth. If you feel a place of tension or you feel a little knot, you're welcome to take a nice deep breath and relax into that foam roller. If you feel a little tension in your neck, that's perfectly normal. Place your hands right behind your head, give yourself a little support. We're gonna do a few more seconds here, rocking back and forth, holding it if you find a spot that feels good. Very nice. So those are our 2 back foam rolling exercises. We're gonna move down into our legs. Today we're gonna start off with our IT band. You're gonna take your foam roller, bring it down onto the mat, your IT band right here. We're gonna come onto our side. Now this can seem a little awkward at first. Make sure you use your elbow for support. Take that back leg, place it over your front, and I want you to slowly roll. Don't be afraid to put your weight into the foam roller. Find a spot of tension. Find a little knot in your muscle. I found one. Quan, you find one?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna hold it here. You're gonna hold it here for a minimum of 10 seconds up to 20. Runners, our IT bands need some extra TLC, and this is the way that we do it. Continue rolling just a little further down. I want you to find another spot of pain or tension. Good, you're gonna hold it there, relax into the foam roller. One of the most common running injuries is your IT band. It gets really tight, and then where you feel that tension is in your knees. If you have problems with your knees, rolling out your IT bands is a really wonderful place to start. We're gonna do one more stretch here, and then we're gonna switch sides, move it just a little further down. As you can see, we're taking a little more time on this exercise. This is a big muscle. There's lots of areas to give it love. Also, I want you to roll forward for me just a little bit. You may find a new spot that needs some extra love. Hold it there, and then you can do the same thing moving backwards. All right, we're gonna finish up on this right leg and move over to our left side. Same thing, other side. Remember, you can really take your time with your foam roller. Take as much time as you need, especially if you notice places of tension. If you're feeling those knots, we're gonna switch sides and repeat the same thing. So again, come down right into the middle of your leg, cross that back leg over, roll around just really nice and slow till you find a place of tension. I found myself a knot. You find another one, Quan?
Yep.
Yep, that's what I thought. So now you're just gonna hold it here. It should be uncomfortable. It shouldn't be unbearable. If it's too painful, what I want you to do is lift up a little and not put as much body weight into the foam roller. I'm gonna sink down a little deeper because that feels good to me. Hold it here just a few more seconds. And I want you to travel with me up just a little bit. We're gonna get nice and close here, Quan.
Let's do it.
There we go, I found another knot and I'm gonna hold it here, another 10 seconds, and then we'll move on to the next muscle group. Nice deep breaths, breathe, release. Let your body weight sink into the foam roller. Okay, so we've got one of the 4 areas covered. We're gonna move on from our IT bands into our quads, okay? So what you're gonna do is put that mat straight in front of you. You're gonna come down onto your elbows. You might have to move it around a little bit, and it's the same thing. You're gonna roll forward until you find a knot. We're gonna lean over to the right side and put our weight on one side and hold it there. Very good, I want you to count down with me. A nice deep breath in. And we release into the stretch. Now I want you to roll around, find one more spot that needs a little extra TLC. Sometimes you have to roll forward or backwards depending on where your knots are. We're gonna hold it again right here. A nice deep breath for me. And really release into that foam roller. Good, now we're gonna rotate onto that left back leg and do the same thing. Take some time to roll around, find that spot of tension. Oh, I found a good one.
There it is.
Ooh, there it is. Nice deep breath with me. We release into it. Quan, how you doing over there?
I'm having a great time.
Yeah. All right, a few more seconds here. Releasing the tension, really putting your body weight down into that foam roller if you can bear it. Very nice. All right, we're gonna move from the front of our legs and the side of our legs to the back of our legs. We've got 2 more muscle groups to hit. We're gonna hit our hamstrings as well as our calves. So that foam roller is gonna come down in front of you. You wanna give yourself a little bit of space, a little bit of room, and it's the same concept. You're gonna roll until you find a place that's uncomfortable, and then you're gonna hold it. Now, if you are super lucky and you're like, you know what? I don't feel any knots. Congratulations. The best thing that you can do is just slowly move back and forth, continuing to relax and release those muscles. I've got a knot right here, so I'm gonna hold it. Nice deep breath for me. And we release down into the stretch. 5 more seconds right here. And 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do the same thing with our other hamstring. Move that foam roller over a little bit. And again, remember, you can take as long as you need here. It's really common for one leg or one side to be tighter than the other. So you may notice that you feel a really big knot on one side while you don't feel anything on the other. So roll around, find that spot of tension. Mine's a little bit lower on this leg, so that's where I'm gonna hold it. Nice deep breath. We sink into the foam roller. One more roll for me. Again, if you're not feeling a knot, then just relax and give me a back and forth roll right on that hamstring. A few more seconds here. And 3, 2, 1. We release. Our final stretch of this foam roll series is going to be our calves. So what you're gonna wanna do here, and this can be a little more labor intensive because you have to support your body. So we're gonna give you a few modifications. We'll start with that back leg. You're gonna take your right leg and put it over top. Now this is where some people say, well, you know, it's kind of difficult to hold myself up. You can come down into a seated position once you find your knot. So roll with me. Hang tough with me to find that spot of tension. Now I found it. So I've got 2 options here. This is where it hurts for me, so I can hold it here. Nice deep breath. We sink down into it. Now that you've found it, you can come to seated and take this top leg, press it into your bottom leg, and then you're gonna get that really good, deep, muscular release from the foam roller. All right, I want you to roll around one more time with me. Find another knot. Again, roll in, roll out, I've got some up a little higher, so I'm gonna move right here. Take a nice deep breath. Sink down into the foam roller, hold it for me. For 3, 2, 1, good. Release, shake it out. This one does put a little tension on your wrists, on your arms. We're gonna do the same thing with the other leg. So that outside leg is gonna come down onto your foam roller. You're gonna put that top leg over the top, and I want you to roll with me. Woo, see, now I've got one on the inside here. That wasn't the case with my other leg. So it's really important as you foam roll to take time to roll back and forth and all around and really find those spots that need a little extra TLC. You find a spot?
Yep.
Nice deep breath with me. We're gonna sink into the mat. My arms are getting a little tired, so what I'm gonna do is just come to a seated position, and I'm gonna take that top leg and really press down into it. One more nice deep breath. Getting that full benefit of that foam roller. Remember, it's okay to be uncomfortable. Hold it just a few more seconds for me. And 3, 2, 1. Very nice, slowly come out of that stretch. Final word of advice with the foam roller. These are super customizable to your needs and your muscular challenges as an athlete. We've all got them. Take the time to really slowly roll through those muscles, find out where your knots are, and then breathe through them. This has been our fitness series for runners. We hope you've enjoyed stretching and foam rolling with us. I'm Coach Rhandi.
And I'm Coach Quan. Now let's go for a run.
Yeah.